In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Amical AI, from downloading the app, setting it up for the first time, understanding the important settings, and using it to turn your voice into text. If you are interested, please see the link in the description below to get access to this tool. That's an affiliate link, so you might get some discounts. Let's not waste any time. First, let's head over to the official website to download the Amical app. Once you're on the home page, you should see download options for both Mac and mobile. Since we're setting this up on a MacBook, go ahead and click Download for Mac. After clicking that, Amical will ask you to choose the right version for your device. You'll usually see Apple Silicon and Intel. For this setup, we're going to select Apple Silicon. Once you click it, the download should begin automatically. For now, just wait until the file finishes downloading. A few moments later, once the download is complete, open the file and launch the Amical app. Now that the app is open, we can start the first-time setup. The first thing Amical will ask is how you will use the app. Just choose the option that best applies to you. Then tap Continue. After that, it will ask how you heard about Amical. Choose the option that matches your answer. If none of the choices fit, you can tap Other and add more detail. Once you're done, tap Continue again. Now that the basic questions are finished, Amical will ask how you want to run the app. This is where you'll see two options, Cloud and Local. Cloud is for the full Amical experience. It says that this gives the most accurate transcription with AI formatting built in, and there is nothing extra to download or set up. Local is different because it runs privately and offline on your device. You don't need an account for Local, but AI formatting may need extra setup. I know this might seem confusing, but once you try it, you'll understand. In short, Cloud is easier to start with and may give better results, while Local is better if privacy is more important to you. Since Cloud is the recommended option, I'm going to choose Cloud and tap Continue. After choosing Cloud, the next step is signing into Amical. Tap the Sign In button, and it will take you to a website where you can log into your account. Since we don't have an account yet, I will simply tap Sign Up. Fill in the required details like name, email, and password, and then tap Create Account. Once the account is created, you may need to sign in again. After signing in, Amical will ask you to verify your email. It will send a verification link to your email address, so open your email, click the link, and open it with Amical if it asks you to. After verifying your email, go back and open Amical again. All right. Now that the account is ready, we can continue setting up the app. Tap Continue, and Amical will ask you to enable the core features. This includes microphone permission and accessibility permission. These permissions are important because Amical needs to hear your voice and place the text inside the app or text box you are using. Just tap each permission, enable it, and then return to Amical. Once everything is enabled, tap Continue again. After that, Amical will test your microphone. This helps make sure the app can hear you properly before you start using dictation. For the sake of this video, I won't go too deep into every small setup option, like choosing your language, adding shortcuts, or customizing every detail. You can finish those parts based on what feels comfortable for you. And just like this, the setup is complete. Now that the setup is done, let's take a look at the main app. As you can see, we are on the History tab. This is where Amical shows your previous dictations and the text you have already created using your voice. So whenever you dictate something, you can come back here and check it again later. Since we're already in the History area, let's quickly talk about transcript management. Managing your transcript history is pretty easy. Inside your transcript settings, you can copy the text, play back the audio, or download the file to your device. If the transcription does not look right, you can use Retry Transcription or report an issue. And of course, if you don't need a transcript anymore, you can delete it. Now, if your history starts to look cluttered after using the app for a while, you don't need to delete everything one by one. Just look for the three dots on the right side, then tap Delete All History. This is a simple time saver, especially if you use Amical often. Now that you know where your transcripts are stored, let's talk about how Amical actually works. After the setup, Amical lets you speak instead of typing. You can press your shortcut key or you can click the floating widget, then start talking naturally. For example, my shortcut key is Control, so when I tap it, a small bubble or widget appears. After that, I can speak and Amical will listen to my voice, turn it into text, and place that text inside the app, note, document, or text box I'm currently using. The good thing about Amical AI is that you don't need to type every single word manually. This is useful when you're writing notes, messages, emails, documents, or anything that takes time to type. Instead of stopping to type every sentence, you can just speak naturally and let the app do the work. Now that you understand the basic idea, let's do a simple test. Tap Create Note at the top left corner. You can also use the shortcut Command N on Mac or the shortcut shown on your device. Once the note is created, we can try a basic dictation test. For example, I'm going to say, "Hello, this is a test using Amical. I am speaking instead of typing, and the app is turning my voice into text." And just like this, Amical takes what I said and turns it into text. This is great because it feels more natural than typing, especially when you already know what you want to say. You can just speak your thoughts and let Amical write them down for you. Now let's try a more realistic example. Imagine you're in a hurry and you need to send a quick message. Instead of typing everything manually, you can simply say, "Hey John, I just wanted to let you know that I might be a little busy today, but I'll reply as soon as I can. Thanks for understanding." The cool thing is, this kind of message can take longer to type if you're rushing. But with Amical, you can say it naturally, and the app can turn it into a complete message. Of course, before sending anything important, make sure to read the text first and check if everything looks correct. By the way, I forgot to mention that if you have something longer to say and you don't want to keep holding the shortcut, you can use hands-free mode. For example, my shortcut for hands-free mode is Control plus space, but the shortcut depends on how you set it up. This is helpful when you want to keep talking for a longer time without pressing and holding the key. Now that we tested Amical inside the app, it's important to know that you're not limited to notes. You can also use Amical in other places like Word, Google Docs, Messages, and emails. You can also use it when writing captions or filling out text boxes online. So wherever you normally type, Amical can help you speak instead. Before we move into the settings, let me quickly remind you about cloud and local dictation again. Cloud dictation uses Amical's cloud option and may give better results depending on your settings and account. Local dictation runs on your device and is better for privacy because it can work offline. So if you want something easier and more complete, cloud is a good option. But if privacy is more important to you, local might be the better choice. Now that we've covered how dictation works, let's go to the settings area. This is where you can customize Amical based on how you want to use it. You'll see sections like Preferences, Dictation, Shortcuts, Vocabulary, Snippets, AI Models, Labs, Advanced, and About. Let's start with Preferences. This is where you can change general app settings, like launching Amical when you log in, showing the widget, showing the app in the dock, muting dictation sounds, or changing the theme. For example, if the widget looks distracting while inactive, you can turn off the option to show the widget while inactive, but if you like seeing it, you can keep it on. Next is Dictation. This is where you can adjust how Amical listens and turns your voice into text. For beginners, you don't need to change everything right away. Start with the default settings first, then adjust them later if the result is not accurate. After that, we have Shortcuts. This is one of the most useful sections because it controls how quickly you can use Amical. You can set shortcuts for push-to-talk, hands-free mode, paste last transcript, new note, and draft. Just choose shortcuts that feel easy to remember and comfortable to press. Next is Vocabulary. This is useful if Amical keeps spelling certain names, brands, or special words incorrectly. You can add those words here so the app can recognize them better next time. Then we have Snippets. Snippets let you use a short trigger to create longer text. This can save time if you often repeat the same message or sentence. Next is AI Models. This is where you can choose between Amical Cloud and local whisper models. In simple words, cloud is easier to use and may give better results, while local models run on your device and are better if you prefer more privacy. After that is Labs. This section may include experimental features like self-correction. Since these are still experimental, beginners can leave them off for now and test them later. Then we have advanced. For beginners, it's better to keep the update channel on stable, keep debug mode off, and only change advanced settings if you know what they do. And finally, there is About. This section usually shows the app version and other app details. You probably won't need it often, but it's helpful if you ever need to check your Amical version. Now that the settings are covered, let's move back to real examples. You can use Amical in an email when you want to write a reply without typing everything. You can use it in a message app if you need to send a quick update. You can also use it in a document if you want to write notes, ideas, or paragraphs faster. The cool thing is that it works like a writing assistant that listens to you and turns your speech into text. Before you use it for important work, here are a few simple tips. Speak clearly, especially at the beginning. Use short sentences first so you can test how accurate it is. Always check the text before sending it, especially for emails or important messages. Choose a shortcut that feels comfortable for you. And if the result is not accurate, adjust the settings little by little instead of changing everything at once. Oh, I forgot to mention, you don't need to customize every setting right away. You can start with the default setup, use Amical in a Notes app first, and then slowly adjust the settings once you know what you need. This makes the process less confusing and easier to learn. Lastly, let's talk about the subscription. If you want to use Amical more often and you want access to the premium or best features, then you can check the premium option. But if you're only using it for simple daily tasks or basic dictation, the free option can still be okay. It really depends on how often you use the app and what features you need. So that's how to use Amical AI as a beginner. We downloaded the app, set it up, enabled the important permissions, tested dictation, checked the history section, explained cloud and local, went through the beginner settings, and tried real examples. The good thing about Amical AI is that it can save time and make writing easier, especially if you prefer speaking instead of typing. And just like this, the tutorial is complete. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.